Hey, we are live, and I'm coming at you with five. Welcome to another episode on my channel, Jibu2786. This is Gavin Richard Presents, whoever you are, wherever you are. I hope all is well. Um, some sad news today. Legendary singer, songwriter Bill Withers, singer of songs such as Lean on Me and just something we can use today and Use Me Up, as well as Ain't No Sunshine. Passed away earlier this morning. He was 81 years old. Mr. Withers actually suffered, I believe, from some heart problems, which is why he passed away. He actually passed away on March 30th from the information that I'm reading here. But they announced his death on April 3rd. Withers is survived by two children, Todd and Corey. He was married at that time to Marcia Johnson. He was previously married uh, to Denise Nicholas, who was an actress. Interestingly enough, Denise Nicholas was on, uh, the Let's Do It Again movies with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier, and I think a piece of the action was another movie they did. Yeah, she's been in a couple of things. I remember her actually in On the Heat of the Night. That was his first one. So, at any rate, Bill Withers, legendary singer. I loved practically all of the music that he did. He had his best-selling album was Still Bill, which sold gold. It was his second studio album, and on that song he had "Use Me, Lean on Me," and "Who Is He?" And of course, his first album that he had was entitled "Just As I Am," which included "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone," which is really the song that started everything. And uh, according to this, he wrote all of the music to the songs except two of them, "Everybody's Talking" and "Let It Be," which was, of course, a Beatles song. So, shocking loss to Mr. Bill Withers today, and may he rest in peace. Uh, the other thing I liked about Um, Bill Withers, I love the song he did back in 1980, which is classic with Grover Washington Jr. called "Just the Two of Us." I don't know if you guys like that song, but that's actually my favorite song that Bill Withers did. Of course, I love "Lovely Day" as well, but just about anything he touched. And he was with what's called Sussex Records, that was founded by the Black Godfather, as he's entitled, Clarence Avant, in 1969. So, looking at Bill Withers' history, he overcame a lot too. Being a man from a Navy man for over 12 years, apparently, and he enlisted. He enlisted at the age of 17, served 9 years, and became interested in writing and singing songs, and left the Navy in 1965, relocated to Los Angeles in 67 and started his music career. And at that time, he worked for Douglas Aircraft Corporation, and I believe Mr. Withers uh, was actually uh, making toilet seats at this time. That was his job. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame. Everybody needs to sit on a toilet. So everybody does. Otherwise, we'd be using the trees outside. But he auditioned apparently for Clarence Avant in 1970. And at that time, he was 32 years old. And he signed him to a record deal, and the rest was history. He had four, I'm just reading this, guys, 4 3-hour recording sessions were planned on the album, but funding caused the album to be recorded in 3 sessions with a 6-month break between the second and final sessions. Grandma's Hands and Ain't No Sunshine were the lead singles, and the album featured, he was still pictured at his job at Weber Aircraft holding his lunchbox at that time. So that was the actual album cover of his first album. Yeah, he was a very simple man. So his albums, his songs, especially "Ain't No Sunshine," is ranked as number 280 on Rolling Stone's magazine's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. But rest in peace, Bill Withers. It's death is all around us nowadays, especially in the wake of this coronavirus. But Mr. Withers obviously uh, lived a great life. He did a dynamic life. The fact that he was able to overcome so much uh, was great. So may he rest in peace. And at that, guys, um, some other news that's been going on that I wanted to discuss. Of course, now the New York. I believe in certain parts of the country, of course, we've all had different cities that are implementing their own curfews. We don't have a curfew just yet, as of yet in New Orleans, but the NOPD recently just stated they recommended everyone avoid large gatherings and to be home at least by 9 o'clock. So it's not official as a curfew, but whenever they come out and say something like that, you best believe it's in the works. And certainly they're talking about the National Guards coming in and so forth, which is something I don't want to see. We've never seen anything like this, where an entire country was just shut down. You know, an entire country has been shut down and crippled as a result of this. And I wonder solely if this is the beginning of the New World Order, as they've always proclaimed, as people have proclaimed on various media websites. As most people know, or if not most people, they've probably heard of it, about martial law, about uh, a one world government. And certainly, I think things like that, there are people that are planning that. I don't know if this is it. I don't know when it's coming, but this is something we haven't seen before. Maybe this is just a preview of things to come in the near future. The fact that everybody is stuck in their homes, not able to go pretty much anywhere. You can get up and leave and go, but you'll be threatened under arrest if they implement some type of curfew for leaving the house. I know in Louisiana, I think several parishes, I know St. John the Baptist, they've issued a curfew. I believe Washington Parish has issued a curfew. I don't know anyone else, but uh, you just got to be safe. I wasn't trying to do a long video about this, but it was reported. I saw the National Guard in New York was actually knocking on doors now to see if people were home. I do know that they actually, I believe, Cuomo has authorized the National Guard to take all ventilators from different hospitals if they're not being used. Correct me if I'm wrong if that's not true, but I've heard that. I thought I saw it somewhere. If you go to Yahoo News, the National Guard conducted door-to-door checks with Rhode Island police to track down New Yorkers traveling into the state. It's almost the same thing like this idiot in Florida that put governor that put this order in telling anyone traveling from New Orleans to be self-quarantined for 14 days. Yet this same governor would not even order a shutdown of all the beaches when they had spring break going on over there. And all of those kids were up dancing and singing and so forth, hugged up together, and apparently some of them caught the coronavirus. So uh, I don't think they really care about people's safety. I think that they're just invoking fear and trying to draw up more attention to themselves. So, at any rate, guys, be safe. Get your supplies if you got them. Get your guns ready just in case. I'm not advocating, again, I am not advocating violence or anything, but just to protect yourself and your family, from break-ins in case gets shut down. Have your gun on hand. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. If you are a law-abiding citizen, you have a duty to do that. You have a right to do that. Not advocating violence. So that's it for me, guys. You guys have a good one. There'll be more to come. We got some interviews coming up. Just a hint at that. So you guys just stay tuned, okay? Be safe, be blessed. Love y'all.